Happy New Year's.
Hey, Happy New Year.
Hey, Happy New Year.
Damn, dude. It's the first of the new year. Did you go crazy last night?
Oh, dude, it was wild. Went to sleep at 9 p.m. It was so sick.
You have a bunch of Martinellis?
I
apple juice?
set my alarm for midnight, though, so I could watch the ball drop.
Ooh,
And then went back to sleep right after.
that's the move.
Tell the truth.
That's the move. Dude, I woke up. It's already been a rough year for me. I got to say, my nipples are in shambles right now, and I don't know why.
Are you having raw nips? Are you having the shirts hitting the nip and you're in pain?
Dude,
You might be going through
I
a
woke
second
up
wave
and my
of
first thought
puberty.
of this year was, I think I slept on my nipple wrong. And it makes no sense, but it hurts so bad.
Dude, I thought we talked about this, and one of your New Year's resolutions was to sleep on your nipples correctly.
I know.
And you're already fucking up.
Dude, my nips are in shambles. It really hurts. I don't know what happened.
Your nips are in shams?
I've been looking at it all morning, and it looks kind of normal, but I do feel like a little nip rock in there. So I might be getting them back.
You might be going through a second wave of puberty.
I know.
What if you have another growth spurt?
What if I get like 8 foot tall?
Dude, that'll give me hope that maybe I'll still have a growth spurt and I'll grow a couple inches.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my nip. I was wearing a lot of corduroy yesterday. That could be it. I had multiple types of corduroy. I had micro corduroy and macro corduroy on. But it doesn't feel chafed. I think I've got like a nip infection or something. Something's not good. I've also got oh my God, I'm in shambles. My pits are in shambles as well.
Did you do something risky? Did you decide to use a different brand of deodorant after just using the same brand for months and months and months?
No, dude, and
because that's what happens to me. If I make a switch up, game over, dude.
Get the Bernies?
Pits are in shambles.
Dude, my lefty, it's been 3 months now, probably.
Since you've put deodorant on? Or?
My left pit is fucked, dude. I don't know what's going on. It hurts every day. And I'm already on deodorant that has nothing in it. It's no aluminum, like barely any fragrance. I use like native, and
we need to get a sponsorship of deodorant on the podcast that actually works.
Well, I need to go, like, I can't go less than what I'm doing. I might need to like detox from deodorant, which I don't want to do. But if you know of any stones or something I could put on there, I'm sure people.
I'm pretty sure you could just rub like some gravel up there and you'll be fine.
Dude,
some dirt and gravel.
It feels like I've been rubbing gravel on there.
So 2024 is going well for you so far.
I'm in shambles. I think everything that I'm wearing is dirty clothes. Yeah, I don't know. I just woke up and I want a do-over tomorrow, I think.
How was your Christmas?
My Christmas, wow.
How was your Christmas, Ryan?
It was really good and eventful.
Yeah. What events happened?
A lot of events happened on Christmas. My uncle threw up at the dinner table
again.
What
did he eat the turkey again?
It was too much ham.
Too much ham.
Yeah, too much ham. How was yours?
I thought he was kosher.
Not just once a year on Christmas. Once a year on Christmas he breaks fast. No, yeah, it was a great Christmas. It was a really good one. Yeah. How about yours?
It was so good.
Yeah. What'd you get?
I can't keep this going now.
No, tell us about your gift.
Okay. My gift. Oh, I got the new, what's it called?
Car?
I got the new car.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
The white Ferrari.
The white Ferrari.
Got
That's
the white
right.
Ferrari.
All right, yeah. So we are filming this.
It's not. Today is December
22nd. Yeah.
So we
Christmas
just made all that up, dude. We haven't even. We're about to do Christmas right now.
Yeah, I haven't talked to any of my uncles in like 5 years.
This is coming out on New Year's Day. This episode.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just got pranked.
So I need to put my nips in the past, is what I'm saying. The next week, I've got to figure out what's going on with my nips and my pits.
Yeah, there's still a possibility for you that come 2024, the nips could be saved.
Yeah, I'm really hoping for something major to turn around in my life with my nips, and
not nothing about your life, just the nips.
That's the most important thing on my mind right now because it hurts every time I turn. I don't understand what's going on.
If anyone has a question, please raise your hand. Ryan, just
it's bad. I don't know what's going on. I slept on it wrong. I've got a lump in there and it hurts. And then also my pits are a mess.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. Maybe I'm just having like a skin issue.
Yeah.
It could be anything.
I'm gonna get you a big bottle of ointment for Christmas.
I need ointment. Is what I need. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm really in a predicament about I can't go less on the deodorant. I can't change to a brand that has less shit in it because there'd be nothing left. So we're gonna figure it out. Recently, I'm just biting the bullet and putting the stick straight on the rash. It's been good.
This New Year's episode is everything you want out of the camp podcast.
Yeah, I'm starting my year in shambles. How's your year gonna be? Do you think?
I don't know. So do you ever? You strike me as such a big like New Year's resolution guy. You come up with a whole list of your goals, your aspirations between health, wellness, family, career. I feel like you're just that kind of guy.
I am that kind of guy.
You got it all listed out.
Oh, it's all listed out.
And I know what your list looks like right now.
What?
It's just every category. It just says fix my nipples.
Yeah.
Fix nips. Health, fix nips. Family, fix nips.
Wash
Career,
clothes.
fix nips.
I need to do laundry. I've got a really busy week ahead of me if I want to turn these things around. I got a lot to do. I've got a lot to do. Let me tell you about that.
I will say I am excited for a new year. And you know what? It's just like it is just another day. Tomorrow's just another day. But there is something refreshing about starting a new year. Do you ever feel like that, or do you just not really care?
I don't care. I think it's just, it's another day.
Mm-hmm.
It is like, there is something nice about thinking like, okay, well, this year could be better.
Mm-hmm.
Last year was kind of rough. Last 2 years have been kind of rough.
For sure.
I think that, I don't know. I think that this whole last couple of years have been a lot of change going on. And it's been, I think this next year is the time to see where all that effort has going towards,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I recently moved 2 weeks ago, and I was able to get rid of a lot of stuff that I don't need, and there was something that felt very cleansing about that.
Nice. I did a good deed the other day for the first time in a few years.
You told, I think you mentioned to me about this.
Yeah.
What happened? Give us a little breakdown of the amazing, incredible, selfless thing that you just did.
Yeah, I should have put it on YouTube. Now that I think about it,
you should totally should have put this on your Instagram.
No
at
good
least.
deed goes without YouTube, I think.
If you didn't post about it, it didn't happen.
Well, that's why I'm telling it now, so that there's a record of my one good deed in the last 5 years.
Yeah. Let's go.
I was outside putting up Christmas lights a couple weeks ago.
I just did that the other day too, and it felt great.
No, this is where it's different on my end than your end is that I'm able to reach my roof by just standing.
Yeah, dude, you totally could. You totally could have hung my Christmas lights without a stepladder.
Yeah,
but I had to borrow a stepladder from someone.
Yeah, it was no problem for me, really. I already had the hooks up. I just got a bunch of lights, and I was just, walking the perimeter. I thought it was going to take a while. It took me about 5 minutes to do the entire house.
You're so tall, dude.
I'm just
You're
so
tall.
And I just like long arms, and I'm getting kind of strong now, too. It's pretty crazy. But
which turns out lifting weights makes it so much easier to hang Christmas lights.
It's really crazy. And like my back didn't hurt at all. And then next door, I hear some groans and grunts, like ruffles in the bushes, just a lot of noises.
Yeah.
I look over, and my 4 foot tall, 65-year-old lady neighbor, she's trying to put up Christmas lights at the same time. And by the time I started and I finished, she had made it about 2 feet, of lights. And so I was like, should I help her out? And I was like, nah. And I started going back inside.
So wait, that was the moment where good Ryan and evil Ryan started having a conversation in their head.
Yeah, I was like, I shouldn't, because what if it's more than I'm like really signed up for? Like, all I'm really willing to do for my good deed is hang them up just like I did at my house. And so I started like really staring, and I saw some hooks, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go over there. So I asked her, and I put her lights up in about 5 minutes, and she's like, "Do you want a Coors?" And I was like, "No."
Don't lie, you took the course.
I didn't. I was like, "No."
Wow.
It's like I'm doing this new sober thing. It's been about 12 hours. It's new me. It's a new year, you know. So no, but yeah, I did not.
Good deed. Ryan doesn't even need something in return.
No, I was like, yeah.
Good deed. Ryan doesn't even need a cold one after.
Well, that's why it's not on YouTube, is because I did take the cold one.
Yeah, but
No, she was very grateful. She was just would not stop talking, and I was like,
that's
all right,
awesome.
I gotta go.
That's great.
And then I'll probably never talk to her again or do anything nice again for another
Oh my
few years.
That's nice you did that. That's
yeah,
good.
she was stoked. She had like a little help from her sister who was equally short, and
Yeah.
then she sat there and was talking to me about her son-in-law for about 30 minutes, and he coaches football. It's pretty sick. Sounds like a good guy.
That's nice.
So
That's
yeah,
really nice.
it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. What else? The homeless cat's doing good.
The homeless cat? You have a
Yeah.
homeless cat living with you?
Yeah. It was a little bit of a thing on the podcast. Everybody wanted to see pictures of him, so I posted a picture of him, and they like.
Did we talk about this?
Yeah,
Oh,
with
okay.
Tanner, and so yeah, he's doing good. I still haven't touched him. I never will because I'm allergic and they make me sick. But I kind of like him.
Are you
secretly.
allergic to dogs too?
No,
Just cats.
just cats. Yeah,
Cats suck. That's why.
yeah, they fucking suck, dude.
Yeah. See, what sucks is I feel like I've met a couple cool cats in my life.
Like me.
Yeah, like you.
Just talking like a jazz guy.
I know. Dude, I love jazz, dude.
So couple cool cats.
Every cat that I had growing up was an asshole and scratched and bit everybody. So I still don't believe that having a cat is cool.
Yeah, no, it's not cool. I mean, they literally make me physically ill, so I'm just gonna.
They're like more
avoid 'em.
selfish. They're like dogs, but just like selfish and smaller.
Yeah.
They don't like you as much. They're not as happy when you come home.
No, they just want, like, I feed this fucking cat like all the time,
Yeah.
and it's getting expensive.
Yeah.
Like cat food is. I'm like, dude,
and he only eats
meals.
he only eats the organic tuna,
Well, and
right?
he has like other homes too, so it's like, how many meals are you fucking eating, Hank?
Yeah.
It's a
His
lot.
name's Hank?
His name's Hank. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
That's a
but
good
yeah,
name for a
he's-
cat. I like it. I like that cat now.
He's been good. It's raining outside today. My dog took a shit right in my bedroom.
It is raining. Right when I left my place to come do the podcast, the first thing that happened when I walked out the door is I stepped into a big puddle. And
Happy New Year.
and not only am I wearing white shoes, but my feet are now wet. Right now, my feet are wet as we speak.
That's nice.
But you
There's
know what?
nothing better than wet socks inside your shoes all day. It's nothing better.
Dude, I hope 2024 changes around for us. You know, I hope that we can really let all this stuff die in 2024 or 2023
Yeah,
and just move in.
I think so.
I want dry feet.
I want dry nips.
You want dry nibs. So what are your plans for Christmas?
Christmas. Let's see. Oh, I do. Every year we have a little Weddle family tradition, and I have no real family in Arizona anymore. My sister's still here, but I'm keeping that tradition alive. And so every New Year's Eve, they would do just a ton of appetizers. So you make like.
If there's one thing I know about you,
I love apps.
you love apps.
I'm almost. You could call me like a tech guy. I'm so into apps. I've been watching the Uber show on Netflix. It's pretty good.
Is that the one with Jason Gordon-Levitt?
Joseph?
Joseph? Did I say Jason?
Yeah.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
It's good.
It is good. I
really
watched
like
it.
But yeah, no, I'm really into apps. I'm about as into apps as Jason Gordon-Levitt. But yeah, no, every year we would always do it, and they would like turn off the lights and like light like 100 candles in our house, and then we would eat like fucking spinach dip and meatballs and like tons of bread. I was looking at I have to go grocery shopping after this, and it's like 90% bread.
That shit sounds so funny to me. I'm picturing your family huddled around. There's just candles, no lights, and there's just spinach dip and meatballs, and that's your whole
meatballs, spinach dip,
No.
fucking shrimp cocktail.
You guys, your family spent so much money on the appetizers that none of you got gifts.
Well, you feel so sick after
And
because
you
you're
feel
like,
so
you're like,
sick.
dude, I've had like a full brick of cream cheese. Like one of the things that we eat every year is just a brick of cream cheese with like pepper jelly poured on it, and you dip pretzels in it, and it's actually really fucking good. But yeah, every year I'll have like a small plate of stuff, and I'm just like, holy shit, it's so good.
Every year your family ruins Christmas by eating bricks of cream cheese.
Yeah, you
for
wake
your
up the
appetizer
next day.
tradition.
You wake up the next day and it's like you
You're
got
like,
fucking someone's playing Roller Coaster Tycoon in your belly, and you're just like, oh shit, it's time to open gifts. But Mont's family is like they're like open some gifts on Christmas Eve type of family. My family was no gifts on Christmas Eve, so we'll see.
So when I was a kid, I used to always try my hardest to find where my parents were stashing the gifts. And I remember when I was 13, or was I 14? I think I was 13 when I got my first drum kit, and it was for Christmas. And I found the stash in the back of the garage. It was like in the loft, I think, in the garage or something. And I found some packages, and they were labeled to Andrew. One of them was labeled, this is how cool my mom was. One of them was labeled to Andrew from Travis Barker. And it was the shape of a hi-hat.
Oh,
and
wow.
I remember being so lit up, dude.
Yeah,
like,
you don't sleep that night.
My number, dude, when I think of my childhood, Christmas was so rad because my dad took it really seriously, and he would do this thing where he would put his boots in like some water and then put flour on them, and then make boot marks from the fireplace to the Christmas tree.
Okay.
This was before I was 13. I didn't believe in Santa anymore when I was 13.
It's okay, dude. I don't believe you, but okay.
But I remember, like, when we were really young, him just doing really fun stuff for Christmas and, like, getting us super amped. You know, take bites out of the cookies, leave the cookies there. All the classic moves. Did you have the pickle in the tree? Did you guys ever do the pickle in the tree?
What? No. I've never heard of that in my
There's
life.
this. Do you know what that is, Stevie? The pickle
in the tree?
The pickle ornament. Everyone, so we had this tradition too where my mom had this pickle ornament, and you hide the pickle in the tree, and then the first person that finds it, I don't even remember really what the contest is or who won.
They get beat to death. They get beat to death.
Yeah, dude, you didn't know this, but I had 4 different brothers growing up.
Yeah, Dan.
You just never met them.
The most recent Dan number 4, is just the best at finding the pickle.
Yeah, my favorite. So the funniest shit my dad ever did, I remember I was probably in 5th grade. My brother was in 2nd or 3rd grade at the time. And so I knew about Santa. My brother did not know. He didn't know the shindig yet. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know that it was.
You didn't ruin it for him?
I didn't
You
ruin
seem
it.
like a brother that would.
I know I do, but I didn't, because someone ruined it for me when I was in 1st grade. This asshole down the street, dude, his name was Brad.
Dude,
Yeah, of
Brads
course.
kind of suck.
Dude, Brad, if your name's Brad, you always ruin Christmas for people.
They usually grow up to be all right, but young Brads,
Yeah.
not the best.
So Brad had to fucking tell me that Santa wasn't real when I was in like 1st grade. So anyways, I'm in 5th grade. My brother's in like 2nd grade, and my brother still believes in Santa. My dad, the night before Christmas, we're about to go to bed. He sneaks out back. He climbs up on our roof, and he starts jumping around on the roof above my brother's bedroom, shaking sleigh bells. And my brother starts freaking out. Mom, Santa's here. And my mom's like, you got to go to bed. You better go to bed. So he like runs inside, shuts the door. And then all of a sudden we hear our neighbor, Mike, who was like one of my dad's best friends. All of a sudden we hear out the window, hey, you asshole, what the fuck you doing on the roof? And he starts screaming at my dad. And my brother goes, Mom, Mike is going to hurt Santa. Is Mike going to hurt Santa Claus? And I'm like dying laughing, and I'm trying not to make it obvious that I know what's up.
Yeah.
And my brother ended up going to sleep, and my dad got away with it. But that story, like, that was such a funny memory of mine.
Dude, every year
Christmas.
we would get our own gifts, but then my parents would do like one big gift for like both me and my brother
Mm-hmm.
and my sister. And like one year it was we woke up and there was like a basketball hoop out front, and they like would stay up all night in the middle of the night and assemble a basketball hoop. Another year they stayed up all night and they like did a trampoline in the backyard and like 2 a.m. or whatever. And then one year we just got our own rooms. So I don't know how they did it, but in the middle of the night, they moved all the stuff out of the den and then assembled an entire bedroom in there.
Without you guys waking
without
up?
us waking up.
That's pretty wild.
And then...
Is that the night they drugged you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like fucking, or have your hot cocoa. It tastes like you're gonna see some spiders tonight. There's a shitload of Benadryl in there. But yeah, it's like they would always have like the one special gift. Also, my grandpa, like a really good memory is they always lived in like North Carolina or Chicago, and he was like a woodworker, but he would always give us cash every year. But he would do like the way we would get it is just, I think like one year he would always make it seem like he just got us something like really lame. And then there would be somehow money hidden in it. So like he got us like a pack of chapstick each, but it was like meticulously opened and the seal was broken without anybody like being able to tell how he did it. And he would like empty out all of the wax from one of them and put like $50 like crumpled up in the side
That's
of it.
cool.
And then like one year he made like a mailbox or something. Like he like woodworked this old-fashioned box, and you're like, what is it? And we had to like find the key in the house to open up the mailbox, and then inside the mailbox he like built the thing around like a $50 bill or something. And it was always like this like
That's
really
cool
thing. He doesn't do that shit anymore. I don't know why. He's like so old. No, but it's a really good memory of always like one year he did we just got bags of like walnuts, and in just one of the shells he had like perfectly cut it open and put money inside. Like there would be like a couple bills in different ones, and it was
That's
glued
a really
perfectly.
cool grandpa
And so like we'd
thing.
open it and we were just sitting there for like an hour cracking all like a huge sack of walnuts. But like in there it would be like, oh, I got $20. I found it. And it was fun.
That's really cool.
Yeah, you could tell he like spent time on it. So it's like he's giving you cash, but he like spent time coming up with like a fun idea.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't do that anymore though, not at all.
My grandmother, you met my grandma.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, she loved Christmas.
I bet.
She's
Andrew, it's time for Christmas.
Yeah, she's dude.
Her voicemails were the best on
She
tour.
loved Christmas, man, and yeah, I should always remember. It always had. She'd always sing Christmas songs, because like she could play piano.
Yeah,
And she like made her own songs and stuff.
I think all grandmas are born with the ability to play the piano.
I think so too. I think so too.
Then they're like all their their bodies are formed because they just sat on a piano bench for like 60, 70 years.
Yeah, it's
It's just back to shin.
they're just making up names like osteoporosis, but that's not even
No,
what it
it's
is.
like
It's
they're
just,
like they
it's-
are the wheelchair
it's
symbol.
piano spine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they got bench ass.
they got bent.
Yeah, dude, Christmas is fun. Do you have like a favorite Christmas movie?
I mean, we would always, as a family, watch The Christmas Story together.
Oh yeah, that's classic.
I love Elf.
Elf's good.
Elf's,
I love Gremlins.
It's nice when Elf. Gremlins is great, dude. I watched Gremlins last year. I haven't watched any Christmas movies yet. Have you?
I watch Gremlins, and then every year I watch Krampus too. I really like it. It's bad, but
Krampus is bad and it's good.
it's so good.
Yeah, I like
So
Krampus.
I watch Krampus every year and Gremlins, and then Mon's favorite Christmas movie is White Christmas, and I refuse to watch it. I won't watch it.
What's White Christmas again?
Just the classic, like Bing Crosby fucking invented Christmas.
I mean, National
It's
Lampoon.
like recolored.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation
Classic.
is solid.
I would say Christmas Vacation might be... It's up there. Best Christmas movies all time.
Dude, the intro scene is when they're driving, right? And he goes under the semi.
Yeah.
And then they cut the tree down.
I don't know, Margot. I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gremlins is very underrated Christmas movie. People need to watch it. But yeah, no, Christmas is here. It's already passed now that you're listening to it. So I had a great time.
Yeah, I had a great time too.
And then New Year's, you do anything? I used to fucking love New Year's. Back when I was young and I wanted to like go to bars and shit,
Mm-hmm.
New Year's was the best.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'll probably go hang with some friends or family or something. I haven't made any plans yet. No.
Yeah, now I don't do anything. I stay at home. And
Yeah.
I don't like driving on holiday weekends, so
Yeah.
at night. So I'm not gonna like go somewhere and have a drink. I'm not gonna Uber all the way back to my house. Or,
Yeah.
So
I'm still not drinking, so that's taken off the table,
yeah,
which will still be fun. Like if I decide to hang with some friends, or I don't know. I don't know. Do you know if Tanner's doing anything?
I don't know.
Maybe we should all go do something.
Yeah, we could. I'm not doing anything. That's what I just said. Are you even listening to me? No, yeah, I'm down. I'm not doing shit, dude. Tonight, I'm not doing anything tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for New Year.
It is nice. It's nice to wake up on New Year's. 'Cause like you were saying, when we were younger, we would drink a lot on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Obviously, it does feel nice to wake up New Year, new me.
Yeah.
Just feeling good. You know what I'm saying?
I used to like wear a cardigan and go to the club.
Yeah. You were a big club cardigan guy.
I did wear cardigans at the club a lot.
Yeah.
I've probably actually got a picture of me in the club wearing a cardigan
Andy would probably be
on
wearing,
ecstasy.
Andy,
I could probably show you.
Andy would definitely be rocking a scarf. You know.
Andy would be
in the
rocking a
club.
scarf. Yeah. I may possibly a fedora.
Possibly. Yeah.
Yeah. He was very into, in the recent years, it was a lot of shiny jackets and stuff.
A lot of shiny. He'd probably be wearing a sparkly shiny jacket.
He'd be
Should
showing
we all
us.
dress like Andy and just go out for New Year's Eve
Yeah.
and just
I'm
all
down.
get shiny jackets?
I need to get a shiny jacket, though.
I'm gonna get a shiny jacket and not wear a shirt underneath and leave it open and just hit the streets.
That's dope. I would do that if my nipples weren't in such rough, horrible shape.
We
right
could
now.
just put bandages. We could put skin tone bandages over your nipples
I
so
look
no
like,
one knows.
Like Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
It's Nipless.
Yeah.
Saint Nicholas.
That's the name of the episode. St. Nicholas, dude.
Good old Saint Nicholas. Coming down your chimney.
So I just got that.
Oh.
I just got that. Nicholas. St. Nicholas. Old St. Nip.
Yeah. Oh, man. Classic, dude.
Um,
Do you have any resolutions?
Yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff. I want to take time before the year ends to actually sit down and write some things, because I feel like there's I don't know. There's definitely some big things I want to change. Different goals.
Yeah. I kind of want to I feel like I've been setting myself up over the last year and just changing a lot of stuff. So I just want to
Keep the momentum going.
keep the momentum going. I'm not going to do a hard this or that. I'm like all year I'm not going to eat fucking bread or something, I'm just not willing to do that because I am the sandwich king, Saint Nip. But I do want to
the Reuben King Saint Nip.
Oh man. But I do, dude, everybody at the, this is completely out of left field. Speaking of Rubens, everybody at the Irish place that saw Guy Fieri had not nice things to say about him.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and I've heard the complete opposite, that he's just an absolute gem of a guy. I was working really hard to think of another word other than saint.
Yeah.
I've heard nothing but great things about him, but
Mm-hmm.
they said he wouldn't really look at anybody in the eye, and it was just a little odd.
Wow.
But apparently it was his third place. And if you already had 2 meals, maybe a Reuben isn't the move.
Yeah.
But who knows? But let's get back to the holidays.
Well, when it comes to New Year's resolutions,
yeah, more Reubens I think would be on mine.
Yeah, I think people make a common mistake, myself included, by setting unrealistic goals and expectations, and then allowing that to maybe kind of you look at it all written down. And you're like, oh shit.
I stopped doing all or nothing. That's how I've actually made a lot of improvements and things. Is I used to be like,
it's all in the.
I used to be like, oh, I'm not gonna, I don't know, maybe oh, I'm gonna not drink for the whole month. But then it's I would have this, almost by thinking about not doing it, made me think about it more than I ever did.
And it started taking you over more.
Well,
or something?
It wasn't really I need a drink, but it was kind of this thing where if you have or same with working out. where I was like, oh, every single day there's a while where I was doing like the Peloton a lot, and I was like, every day, like forever, I'm going to ride for an hour. And like I did for a long time. But then as soon as you don't, you're like, oh, I've already failed. And then it's like if you do all or nothing, like a small failure is like you ruined the entire fucking thing. And then it's less motivation to get back in it because it's like you already fucked it up. Where if you're like, hey, I'm not going to drink this whole month, but on this day, it's my friend's birthday, I'm going to allow myself to go and like just have a few and be responsible. And then the next day I'm not going to drink anymore. So instead of being like, oh, well, I already drank, so what's like, I've already lost the fucking bet with myself and I failed. It's more like I'm allowing myself to do this once because it's smart.
Yeah.
And it's like something that I pre-thought about. It's not like in the moment I'm like, whatever, like I just want to have a drink. It's, if it's like planned and I'm about it, then it's less of like a full-blown goal failure. And it's just kind of like, I'm going to be able to continue to be consistent with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Momentum is a serious thing.
Yeah.
It really is. It's like, it's just about making more good decisions than bad decisions.
Well, and like, especially with like exercise and stuff too, because I've been fairly consistent where I'm mostly like 5 days a week for the last 2 years on average. I've been like doing it, but it's also, in the past it would be like, oh, if I missed one, then I would just probably quit, and then my friend would always tell me, my friend Aaron would hit me up and he's like, if you do these all or nothing things, like he found that it hurt him and he would just kind of like try to be a little bit easier on his like goals and more realistic.
Is it because you get to a spot where like mentally you think like, well, oh fuck, I failed, well then I'm just gonna stop?
Kind of. And it's like, maybe it's not even like necessarily you're really thinking about, oh, I failed this thing, but there's no reason to feel like a failure when it's your own goal that's helping you be better. You know what I mean? So it's like you maybe mess up once or like you didn't make the whole week of exercise. And it's like,
yeah, just get up and do it again.
Yeah.
No, like literally
like,
the next day or like it just keep going.
Right.
And that is a thing that we do as human beings. Like if you fail at something, it makes you want to like retreat and just stop everything.
Yeah.
And
sometimes
that's
like,
not
me,
a healthy that's not a healthy outlook at all, for sure.
Yeah, because so I went out of town and like I had COVID the week before or whatever, and then I went out of town. So I got like 2 workouts in while I was on vacation, and then got home, and I just kind of like pretty much I didn't do anything except for like twice for like 2 weeks, and I was kind of like I started to feel like a little more sluggish. I was like, all right, it's time. But once I started, it was like I think I hadn't rested that much, and it kind of like made me feel a little more like I didn't lose a bunch, and I was like kind of ready to actually work harder again because I needed a break.
2 days in a row. If I go more than 2 days in a row without exercising, I really do not like the way I feel. It like heavily affects me. It's been a long time since I think I've taken like more than 2 days off at a time. Sometimes if you go really hard for a while, you do need like 2 days to recover. Yeah. Like your body needs it maybe.
Especially if like my sleep gets fucked up. That's where it's like if I'm working out really hard and then I'm not sleeping well, I feel it and I'll take a couple days. But
yeah. And see, even with for me, because like it's been over 6 months now since I just haven't had any alcohol, and it's not so much a thing of like all or nothing with that. For me, I think the older I'm getting, I'm realizing that it's not something that I enjoy enough to justify wanting to drink it, because what other people seem to get, even in like social situations or like when they, how they really enjoy drinking with your friends, because drinking with your friends is really fun. But I've found that like for me personally, I hate the way it disrupts my momentum in like just my everyday life.
Yeah.
And I've found ways to like enjoy hanging out with you guys or hanging out with everyone while everyone's having a couple of drinks, and I don't feel weird anymore.
Yeah.
So I've gotten over that hump, and now I'm like, all right, I want to see how far I can take this, because it's like, it's the working out thing. It's like even if I have like 2 drinks, like I wake up feeling like shit. And
really?
Yeah, totally. But that's just because I don't drink I don't drink as much as you guys. You guys definitely have a tolerance that I don't have and haven't had for a while. So when I do, it's just like I think the negative effects of alcohol outweigh the benefits that other people seem to get from it. And that's just me personally. It's not the same way for everybody at all. Like
I'm
other
a big
people
fan of ICBs with my boys. You know,
Yeah.
I like ICBs, ice cold brews,
Yeah.
and then, but I do know what you mean. Where I do have like a level where I'm like, okay, if I like, right now I'm just hanging out, watching a movie or whatever, I'm fine. But if I like continue to drink, then I'm gonna wake up. I'm not gonna work out, or you know, or it's harder to like motivate myself to do it, and you kind of get less out of it. And I don't like ever have a problem really at home with that. But it's like if I'm on vacation, then that's kind of like I am drinking a lot because it's kind of every day at lunch you go and you're going somewhere new, and then you go to dinner, and then you wake up, and it's kind of like that's where the cycle starts back up. Where I like realize like, oh, it makes sense. By back in the day, I used to be like an actual fucking alcoholic because I just lived like that all the time. And I didn't have, like, for me now, I'm like, okay, well, I'll go on vacation. I come back. I'm like, I'm not going to drink for a while. I'm going to get back on my working out. But before I never had that where I was never doing anything healthy to make myself feel better. So it was just this cycle of like not good stuff.
Yeah. And I feel like I physically and even kind of mentally feel more clear and just better than I think I ever have. And so a part of me wonders like, all right, well, how far can that go? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think most people, even myself included, like you can go through life with your baseline being set at like, oh, well, this is like how everyone feels, or this is normal. And then you start cutting out bullshit. You start maybe exercising more, start eating better. And then you begin to realize like, holy shit, there's like a new version of myself that is possible if I keep the momentum going.
Yeah.
And I get what you're saying about the all or nothing mindset though, too, because like,
well, obviously, like it's
having these
different.
unrealistic,
like,
but
if you're a heroin addict, like you have to go all or nothing. You can't be like,
of course.
But also to that extent, it's like if you relapse, that doesn't mean you just every single day now forever. You know, that's kind of the same kind of point.
No,
where it's like if you do relapse,
concept,
then like just go back the next day to not doing it because it's, you know, all or nothing can kind of get you in that mode where then it's like, oh, well, I already used, I might use again. Like, why not?
Yeah, and we're human beings, so like we're gonna constantly mess up or like overshoot or I don't know. And yeah, to just have the mindset of like every day is a new beginning, and like you can always just keep making better decisions.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. New Year's resolutions, man.
There you go. Yeah, I think I'm just going to...
Because I think everyone wants the same thing. Everybody wants to be... Like, no one wants to wake up in the morning and feel like shit. No one wants to feel unhealthy. No one wants to be
well, the thing is,
alone.
Like,
and
what
like,
I've noticed, like, living like that my whole life was, like, really just you don't realize that you do until you don't. You know what I mean?
Well, that's
so
what
it's
I was
like,
saying about
just,
the
like, it was just
baseline
normal
thing.
for me. Is like every day I woke up hungover, so I didn't really realize that I was hungover. I just thought I felt like shit every day, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, it was just kind of like, if you're living in it, it's not as scary or anything because it's just what you're used to. But then you start to realize like now where I'm like, oh, like,
yeah.
Now it's like if I'm going out and I'm like drinking with friends, like it's got to be something that's really worth it. And I've kind of planned it because I know the next day I'm not going to feel good. Where before it'd just be like, any day I would just go do that. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm kind of more intentional with like when I'm letting myself let loose instead of just like treating myself every fucking day for no reason.
Yeah, it's so hard to have it's really hard to break patterns, especially I think the older you get. And even like going into the holidays now, we're going to be spending time with our families and stuff, and like I think something really triggering for a lot of people when they have to go see family or spend time with family is that you're re-entering this situation where everyone is viewing you and speaking to you as your old self. Like say you haven't seen your family in like 3 or 4 or 5 years, and then you're finally together with Christmas. They're picking back up from Andrew or Ryan 3-4 years ago, and they're like, I don't know, you know how that is. That's a thing. Like people. I think it's really the reason it's tough to change and break patterns is because once you do, no matter what, some people are going to say some shit about you or judge you for it, or even if it's good, like really good things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like if I look, all like most of the people I know from high school that are still drinking, like they're all still hanging out together.
Yeah.
And they're still repeating the same cycles, the same patterns, the same behaviors. And like I don't know, at a certain point, like if you do want to change, you have to kind of be willing to like say goodbye to the like certain people or certain environments or atmospheres, or I don't know. I think that's the hardest part too, because people are afraid of like, oh fuck, am I gonna be able to make new friends or meet different people? Or and then you start meeting
and
like-minded people.
The older you get, like where the fuck do you meet friends at like 30?
Dude, I mean, yeah, for sure.
Go to church. Like, I don't know how you meet anybody, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's gonna be a good year. I'm optimistic. I just want to keep doing what I'm doing, and kind of, I just don't want to like lose track of like everything that I've made progress in, and keep going in that direction.
Yeah.
I did go out of town recently.
Where'd you go again?
I went back to the Christmas stuff, but for Mom's Christmas gift, she wanted to go to a Christmas village.
Yeah.
So we went to Solvang, California, outside of Santa Barbara, kind of like in like the wine area out there, and it's like a Danish town that our good friend Colton from Pacific Dub grew up
Shout
there
out
with
Colton.
his now fiance wife to be. I don't know, they've been together for fucking 20 years, it seems like, so they're married. But yeah, they gave me like a bunch of spots and had a really good time out there. I get to the hotel, and the whole town's like completely Danish. We get to the hotel and they're like, you guys need to upgrade your room to this other room. And I was like, why? And they said that the room we booked was for people 5'9" and under only.
Oh, I could have been in there.
Yeah, it was like a suite for you. It was
a short king suite.
A short king suite, yeah. And so they had to move us into a new room because I don't know if the Danish are short. And then I mistakenly called it a Dutch town online, and everybody was messaging me like on the tag thing it said Danish town, and I called it Dutch. I thought they were the same.
So what kind of activities did you do when you guys were there?
Oh, when we got there, I did eat a sausage pretty soon into getting into town. Actually, we get into town, but our hotel wasn't going to be ready yet. So I stopped at a casino. Because Mont saw the casino, it's her trip, it's her gift,
Mm-hmm.
She wants to stop at the local casino on the way in. So we go to the casino, and
I didn't know she liked to gamble.
Oh yeah, she loves casinos. I don't like casinos, but I pull out just like $100. I was like, I don't want to like gamble, but here you go. And so she had like $60 to gamble with. I used like 40 and lost it within seconds immediately, and she won like $200 with it. And then I just got my money back. So we start there, go to the place, have to change rooms, and then I immediately eat sausage outside. And it was kind of the vibe, nice little Pilsner, ICB with my bae, eating a sausage.
Damn.
We just walked around. We had some like really good food. I think she threw up at a restaurant bar.
Every time you guys go on vacation, someone starts throwing up and gets food poisoning.
No,
I've noticed it's a reoccurring theme with your guys' vacations.
I think that we had just had a lot to like. We weren't drunk, but I think we had eaten a lot and we were just full.
Yeah.
And we're sitting at this bar. It's like the seats 15 people tops. We're the only two people in there. It's just us two and this giant bloodhound. Sitting on the ground, and she like drinks it. It goes down the wrong tube, and she starts coughing and like looking at me, and it's like choking, and then suddenly it's just like like 3 glasses of champagne just start flying out. And she like runs out, and nobody noticed.
She's
somehow.
probably so stoked you're telling this on the podcast.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be happy. And she like goes outside, and she's like for a while, and I'm like, oh my god, there's no way that these people, because it was us and then the people that work there. And nobody noticed, and there's like a little piece of carrot on the ground, and I was like, I don't think they serve carrots here, but that's disgusting.
Little piece of carrot.
It's really gross. So
what other were there like cool sightseeing or?
Yeah, I mean the town was just really cool. I remember we stopped in that town on tour once because we got stuck.
Didn't we go to a Vietnamese restaurant?
Yeah, we went to a Vietnamese restaurant on Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
because there was like the road was closed because snow. It was weird.
Yeah,
but yeah, I actually had a really good time there. It was fun. We just stayed there for one night, and then we went up to San Francisco and got to see some family out there and ate like Chinese food every single day almost, it felt like. And it was good. It was a fun time.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
A nice little trip.
Nice little getaway.
Nice little getaway,
That's nice.
Short king trip in the hotel room.
Short king trip in the hotel room.
Yeah. I got my parents a little Christmas gift there. But yeah, it's been a good little break for me. I think it was nice to take a few weeks and come back better than ever.
Come back better than ever. And
Camp podcast.
yeah, we took a few breaks off, or a few weeks off.
Few weeks, yeah. Well, we kind of planned it because we wanted to take the holiday season to ourselves, and then we realized we kind of messed up, and now we had to record just in the holiday season.
Yeah.
So we took the wrong weeks off, but it's okay.
Yeah.
We're here for a new year. And,
New year, new us.
New us. Better
Hopefully
nips,
new
better
nibs.
pits.
Yeah.
Clean, less burning pits, please.
Dry socks.
Dry socks, not dry sockets this year.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for a clean bill of tooth health,
Oh, when's the last time you went to the dentist? I need to go. It's been a minute.
I think it is about time. I just paid off my tooth the other week. Finally.
Oh,
So
man.
they can't come and repo it anymore.
I still have dental debt from our last time we decided to go on this journey together.
Yeah, I don't want to go back.
Yeah.
Dude, I was getting when I had my...
Tanner bailed. Tanner had
Tanner
an
bailed.
appointment and then he bailed.
He's scared.
He's scared. And
I'm scared for him.
I'm scared for quite a few of our friends who I won't name. But
Oh, yeah. There's a real awakening needs to happen. Maybe this is the year.
it's just, here's the thing.
It's not going to get better.
Nothing does. Nothing that you ignore gets better. And that's the predicament I find myself in life going into 2024. There are some things that need to be changed.
Yeah.
There's some things about myself that I need to change. And if I don't do it, it's just going to get worse as I get older.
It's going to fester.
And I don't know. Sometimes you have to face really difficult shit,
Next
like
thing you
going
know,
to the dentist.
Next thing you know, you're taking out a car loan's amount of money for a new mouth.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Yeah.
You just gotta do it.
So yeah, if you're listening to the Camp podcast right now, this is your permission to let 2024 be the year that you start cleaning your life up.
And your teeth.
You're going to start eating better. You're going to exercise. You're going to go to the dentist, even if you don't want to schedule it, Tanner. And
You're gonna eat more Reubens, and you're gonna have ICBs with your boys, but be responsible.
if you
about
want
it.
to, and if you don't want to, like me, but you want to watch your boys drink the ICBs and applaud them while they do,
you can have some ICCSs.
you can be on my team and do that with me. And
You're gonna
regardless,
catch more fish.
you're still on our team, which is the Camp Podcast, and we're going to the top.
We are going to the top of the hill, baby, and we are tumble.
And we
We're
don't even
barrel
know
rolling.
we don't even know which way the top of the mountain is yet, but we're willing to try and find the way.
Do you know what I do once I get to the top, though? I'm gonna start barrel rolling all the way down, and there's no stopping me. I'm gonna tuck my knees, and we're barrel rolling, and it's never gonna stop. We're going.
So basically, if you want to follow us to the top of the mountain, keep listening, keep watching, and when we do make it to the top, we get a front row seat to watch Ryan fall down the mountain.
There we go.
And that's it, baby. We're back. This is a new year. You're listening to the Camp Podcast, hosted by myself and Ryan Weddle.
There we are. 2024.
Love you guys.
Bitch.